But didn't you say that you were an Ameriboo, though? Not trying to refute, just trying to understand. Yes. You are coming to the conclusion that you're beginning to realize how cultural imperialism works. You're beginning to realize what this position is the most popular position on the planet. People who despise American foreign policy or despise the American government, but absolutely fucking love American culture is basically the norm. That's why so many of those, that's precisely the reason why so many of these polls that come out, wherever people ask like, what's your opinion on America? Everyone says like super popular. Like everyone says America is great. They're talking about American culture. They're talking about movies. They're talking about Hollywood. They're talking about burger, okay? They're not talking about American intervention. Most people, I would say, outside of the United States of America, absolutely despise the American government, despise American foreign policy, but they love, black culture. That's a huge one as well. They love burger. They love black culture. They love Hollywood. They love the music. You're talking to a dude who wore a fucking Nelly Band-Aid to school, man, in Turkey, in Ankara, okay? What do you mean? There's perhaps no better indication of like complete and utter dominance than a Turkish teenager wearing a fucking Nelly Band-Aid under his eye to school. Why the fuck was I doing that? Why did I do that? Why did I wear a Nelly Band-Aid under my eye to school? Why did I do that? I'm in fucking Turkey. Yeah, and also most other people didn't know what that was. So they looked at me and they were like, are you trying to cover a zit? So I had to take it off immediately in shame. And I never did it again. But just understand, like, that is a great example of how dominant a force American culture is, specifically black culture, around the globe. Anyway. When I studied abroad, the Australians were obsessed with American frat and sorority life. Yeah, that's another... Dude, I watched Greek, okay? The TV show. It was like a USA TV show. And I was like, Blue Mountain State. I love that shit, dude. I love that shit. Definitely wore a do-rag. I would have. There's just no do-rags in Turkey. Dude, first of all, I wore Echo Unlimited, all right? So, yes. I was 100p. I was abso-fucking-lutely obsessed with black culture. Straight up. When I was growing up. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? I had like South Pole shit. Yes. We need you wearing the Nelly Band-Aid and Echo again for DreamCon, gang? No, I can't do that anymore. I'm 33 years old in the United States of America for the past 12 years. It would look strange. I was rocking M1s, yes. I have another funny story about my mom getting me a pair of Shaquille O'Neal shorts, and then everybody, like, me trying to sell it off as though it was Jordan, because Shaquille O'Neal, if you remember, Shaquille O'Neal released like shoes and also shorts as well. I remember because it had like Shaq dunking as the logo. So I tried to sell it off as though it was Jordan's, and no one believed it. Yeah, it was so embarrassing. I was never allowed to wear it ever again. Like, it's just not, it was really fucked up. I used to watch N1 hot sauce mixtapes and try to emulate the ball handling and fail spectacularly. These ones, bro, they were so long too. Yes, I had these shorts. I had these exact shorts, bro. They were so long. They were so long, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I tried to pawn this off as though it was Jordan's. These are some of the longest goddamn shorts on the fucking planet, too. All right, what am I doing? All right, so